Okay, thought I'd just do another quick video. Have you noticed how many people say that? The whole of anybody who uploads a video, I do myself. Right, I've just been going over a little bit of research and looking up a few channels and things what I've been monitoring. And I can tell you something now. These people reporting in America of volcanoes bubbling up. It's all going to go. And it's all to do with we're literally going to get a DNA change. Basically, you can change DNA by using frequency. I think Earth's tuner rings at 432 hertz or something. I'm going to wait now, just don't get that right. 420. Yeah, we're going to get a DNA changed when this plasma event happens, because sound can change your DNA, literally. And like I said, we don't really live in we're stepping up into a 5D world, basically, which you'll be able to see once you've had your DNA upgraded. That can only happen by a certain frequency at a certain time. A little bit like Back to the Future. Do you know what I mean? It's an event in the past that's going to happen at a certain time, and that's it. Nobody knows the time or the hour, do they, by the way? So there's talk of a lot of earthquakes, and I told you, if you watched my other two videos, I told you about the polar shift that we've had, and the moon doing cartwheels and all the rest of it, which affects the electric current in the planet. But yeah, we're going to step up into a 5D realm, and not this one. So I don't want to go too deep into that. All I can say to you is that you just got to get prepared. So if you do manage to survive it somehow, whether you're lucky or unlucky, look at it either way you like. But if you're not only one on the west coast of America, I'd tell them to get out. Or is it worth trying to run away from a tsunami? That's something I spoke about the other day. There's a point in running anywhere. I don't think so. That's my opinion. My advice would be just to prepare yourself for the worst and hope for the best. Simple as that. But all I can assure everybody that everything's going to be all right. I promise you. And all your thoughts and all your memories and everything you've said is going to go down in history. When this event happens again, people are going to be they will have our thoughts in their DNA, all of us, because it's embedded in our DNA now. In fact, the remnant of God is in our DNA. God is DNA. And we are all Him in our DNA. So all the information is there forever. So I say, when this event happens again in the future, all our thoughts and everything else that we've thought about at this time is going to be imprinted in our DNA. All your thoughts and feelings. So what you're thinking now is going to affect people in the future. So think good things. You know what I mean? Because, I've gone through your thoughts have power and all the rest of it, and the quantum wave, the 0 and the 1, and the mill pond effect of a thought. Throw a stone in it, ripples out, but it comes back. Okay? So when you're in a quantum state of a superposition yourself as human, or your heart has a negative resonance and you're just, there, and you've got a mill pond, one thought in that mill pond, it'll ripple out for about, 100,000 years, and it'll come back. It's amazing, that, isn't it? So be careful what you think. And yeah, fear as well. That's what. If everybody listen to me say now, when I'm telling you now, that if you just turned off your television and your Wi-Fi and everything else, and just sung some songs and maybe play some guitar or piano or whatever, you could actually stop this event from happening. Because the resonance given off by 7 billion magnets, which you've got a magnet in your heart, would actually repel an incoming comet and deflect it away from the paroidal Earth dome donut that we exist in on a three-dimensional level. Like I say, I don't want to go too deep, but I'm telling you now, it's coming. I promise you now. And I've been looking at some artwork on Martin's channel, and I've been drawing. Well, you know what I've been through, and some of the miracles that have had happen to me, and my crazy things. But this is something I drew in April after it came back from somewhere where it shouldn't have been, because I'm not mad. I started drawing, and this was my first landscape drawing. I'd already done 2 portraits. I'd done my mum and Anthony Joshua, and they were pretty good. And anybody in the comment section will vouch for that, because I know he's watching. And then I just drew this, and then I seen a photograph of a piece of artwork on Martin's channel, and I was kind of aware of his comic situation and all that lot. But I'll just show you and explain what I mean. So we can get it here. Yeah, that's it there, yeah. Well, it is that, of course it is, yeah. It's just a scene of a burnt tree. And then I drew like a hurricane, black one, an oblique, and it goes down to a point there, you know what I mean? You get it? And then I drew the moon. The light shining down. But interestingly enough, and there's a mountain there, but you know, usual scene, a few dead twigs. I took a photograph of this. I'm going to try and find it, and I shone a light on it because it was in the dark, because my bulbs are gone. And I took a photograph, so I've got the torch shining on it, so you got the light going on there, and then I took a photograph. And then when I went back to the album, it was like really weird. There was like a white line going through here. It looked like a ray of light. I'm not joking. I want to try and find it. I've shaded this out a bit, so this was all dark. In fact, this was dark as well. I've just rubbed it out with a rubber to shade it out because I wanted to get the da-da-da-da-da. So it's all dark, imagine. I don't know why I did like that, and the moon was white. But when I took the picture, there shone a light on it from here. And when I looked in my album, it was bright light going down to this rock here. And it was really weird. It really struck me. I thought, fuck me, that looks like, well, fuck me. Oh yeah, there you go. That's a comet. Boom, hits the earth. Burn. Everything gone. Tornado, earthquake, water coming in, mountain, smoke. Boom. I only just realised that now. Well, I could be seeing into things there. But I've got another piece of artwork as well that I drew, which I found another photograph of. It looks pretty similar off Martin's site again. And there's no coincidences. So yeah, and also look up apocalypse. I think the proper word for it, or the etymology or whatever, is not as bad as what it it's not as bad as what Hollywood makes out. All these words, like Armageddon, I think that doesn't mean what you think it does. But Mayan, now that word, etymology-wise, means to hide or deceive, something like that. So the Mayan culture, they knew, you see. Anyway, so I don't want to go into it too deep, but just prepare yourself. Make sure your heart's in the right place, because you are going to get judged. You're going to walk through the valley of death. Maybe, perhaps, I'm not saying I know everything. This is just one of many theories, but I'm just kind of like going along with what I've been going along. And some of my subscribers, I know who they are, they will tell you I've been saying everything since the beginning of all this in January. Everything I've said, even the negative interest rates, and the Deutsche Bank would be the first one to go, then the Nasdaq, and then the repossessions and all the rest of it. And then the wars and the earthquakes and everything else. I mean, Jesus Christ, how much more do you want to throw at us? But yeah, just have a little bit of faith. Keep your heart resonance nice and easy, because when this all takes place, you know, it's better if you're going to have a DNA upgrade. Wouldn't it be better to have one after you've changed the way you think and your heart? You spoke through your heart, you live through your heart, you see through your heart, you smell through your heart. Everything's got to go through your heart. Heart first, then brain. Not brain, then heart. And you are a magnet, and you give off a certain frequency, and you know you can. Water crystallizes when you freeze it. You've seen a Japanese guy, they look like snowflakes. So you're 70% water, and you've got a lovely pure heart. Inside you is going to be a load of millions of atoms of snowflakes. Trillions. So when it comes to squeezing through this narrow door and all the rest of it, well, you want to be in a good state, you know, because you're not really flesh and blood at all. You're just a vibrating spirit in an avatar, in a skanky carcass. But yeah, don't panic too much, but just bottle water, get enough food, get ready. And even if you don't make it, don't worry about it. Just make sure your heart is in the right place. Not many people, you can't really get this message out to that many people now and convince them to what I'm on about. Oh yeah, magic trick I worked out last night, Dynamo. You know Dynamo? He gets a nut and bolt and he messes about with some guy in India or whatever, and then he hands it to the guy, and then the bolt starts spinning around and falling off. I've always been amazed by that, but since I've been doing my homework on magnetism and all the rest of it, all it is a magnetised nut and bolt. And you charge it with magnets, and then it will hold a certain amount of magnetism. I don't know, it's like 20 seconds, depends on how much you charge it up, I don't know. But then it would look like I, a magician, me, have made that bolt spin off the little nut that he's just handed to some guy who thinks he's a fucking magician now. So it's all about magnets, frequency, vibration. So keep it good, keep it happy, keep it sweet. I've got a song as well coming up, guys. Oh, you're going to love this. Got a couple actually. Anyway, peace out. Keep loving your heart. Stay positive. I'm going to send you, anyone who comments, I'm going to send you all my love from all my heart. You do the same to me. Pass it around the world because it works. All right? If everyone did that right now, 7 billion people, you could repel the biggest fucking planet in the universe coming in. I'm telling you now, you can. And these people who are ruling over us now, they want all this negative energy because, well, they don't have to explain to me. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I might as well make a few more videos because it's going to go down soon, everything. But say, keep joy in your heart. Amazing Grace. Start singing that in your head, because that was one of these songs that Chokamoto played to water that give off the most beautiful pattern when he froze the water and put it under a microscope. It was the most beautiful snowflake slice. You know where I'm coming from. Peace out.